What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and for this year's Vlogmas, I'm doing 25 episodes of Super Hole Sunday. Now, if you don't know what that is, there's going to be a playlist in the description below that should get you all caught up. So, happy Vlogmas. We're out here at Freeman Lake Park. This is Jacob, and we're going to be playing hole 14's tee pad to hole 6's basket. It's going to be a little bit of an adventure, probably over 1,000 feet, I'd say.
Yeah, it's pretty long. It's pretty long.
Somewhere around there.
Yeah.
How'd you get started playing disc golf?
I mean, I picked it up years and years ago, but it just kind of picked it up and then fell away as kind of moved around, and it was doing work in school. But then just a few years ago, moved here to E-Town to start working at church here in town. And a buddy of mine said, "Hey man, why don't you come out and play?" And so actually it was right before Christmas, probably about a month before Christmas 2 years ago. And we went out and played the first round, and he just gave me a bunch of stuff and said, "Hey, give this a shot." And I've just been playing ever since. So that Christmas picked up a bag and stuff, and then won a giveaway and got some gear, and it's all uphill from there. And so been playing pretty much weekly ever since then. So it's been a ton of fun.
Heck yeah! Tell us how we're supposed to probably play this super hole.
It's looking like a long straight shot across it gets this number 12's fairway here, just to get to a spot where you can see what we're going to do, and then make it through the gaps in the trees on the other side of 12 to set yourself up for a shot. And depending on where we're at, you might have to kind of hit that gap coming around the backside of 6 up to the basket there. So it's gonna be a ton of fun. It's gonna be a ton of fun.
I would say this is definitely a Pro Tour par 5. AB and those kind of guys, they're gonna be chomping at the bit to throw this tee shot, because they're gonna be throwing over top of the tree that I'm trying to throw underneath, and just kind of hope that I get 300 feet out of it.
Yeah, that's right.
So,
that's right.
But yeah, man, it should be a lot of fun.
Yeah,
let's get
awesome.
into it.
Let's do it.
So what we normally do on the channel is I flip it. I'll have Jacob call it in the air when I flip it. Heads or tails, and then winner gets to pick.
Heads.
Uh-oh. I have a pretty good track record with this.
Yeah.
And I don't know what that means. If it means I need to play the lottery, or I should win more Super Hole Sundays if I have this kind of luck, but it doesn't pan out that way. I think I'm gonna let you go first.
Okay.
So I can see how close we're gonna get to this white car.
I'm just gonna try to put it to the right side of that tree up there, the big one, so.
Nice, that's a good pull, man.
Yeah.
No OBs, so like the walking path we was to land on it, or road. Oh no, that's still all right though.
Oh yeah.
I think that was absolutely smashed without that tree.
Yeah, that had some distance on it for sure.
I've been working on my drives, and everything is crazy. Nothing I'm throwing is going where it's supposed to go. This is that fun part we were talking about.
Yeah, this is that decision, like the bigger gap.
Bigger gap kind of puts this car into play. I think I'm gonna go roller gap. Man, I want to just borrow AB's arm for about a couple days and throw my tee shot again, because he would be over top of this tree and probably throwing for 2
Right.
at the basket.
Yeah.
That's what just makes you want to cry. Right of it works too. If it hadn't hit the blacktop.
I was sitting there thinking, like, that looked great until it just took that funky skip off the blacktop. I just feel like this gap for me is a little bit too tight. I don't think I have the distance. I'm gonna try this, underworld. It's got some pretty good turn on it, and see if I can't get it around those trees before it settles out. No, or right into a roller.
Oh, okay. Into the best shot today. Look at that.
All right, well, what did Bob Ross say? Happy little accidents. So through a tree.
Sometimes it works that way. I think that's in the vicinity. I just didn't throw it high enough for it to stay, and hard enough for it to stay any.
So I'm thinking I'm gonna have to get just a little bit right around that tree or at that bush.
Come on.
Oh,
I mean, that's
all right.
Pretty ideal. I used all my luck on the coin toss
That's what it was.
instead of the super hole. I kind of want to throw, and this is another big instance of that, right? I never throw these. I have no idea what they're going to do because I'm very rarely throwing an overstable fairway. I really need to try to get the skip, the little flare skip left. Maybe a little pitch out putt from there. I never throw those parts.
Use this Nomad here.
This is it, and I'm in the jungle. So if I made mine, which would be a miracle, and you missed yours, we would tie.
Yes.
But that's a lot of ifs. Mine would be a highlight putt. I would have feel like I won the world championships if I make mine.
Well, just setting yourself up for that good feeling.
I've already got my Dairy Queen cake picked out.
On a cold day like this, a blizzard, why not?
Something. If you tell them it's your birthday and have them write on it, they won't know that you're going to take it home and eat it. Come on. That's more than fine though.
Up close.
All right, if I hit this, hello Dairy Queen. Dairy Queen! Oh man.
I feel like that branch just took enough off of it, man. Like that was a great shot.
I got myself all hyped up for a blizzard.
Hey, you know what? Dairy Queen's still there.
I think I'm just gonna tell them it's my birthday anyway.
You know. It hit this tree, or no, this one right here, but it was diving in, and it just took just enough off of it, nicked it enough that it was like, you know, so.
I did her.
There it is.
So that was hole 14 to hole 6 out here at Freeman Lake. Kind of a long fairway to start with, and then it shrinks down into pretty tight green. What'd you think of the super hole?
Man, that was a ton of fun. I like the mix. I always like playing when you get a mix of different shots, and so that long, fairly open drive, but then had to make a couple choices there on how to get around the trees. Obviously, I got pretty lucky getting through that tree there. So, man, that's sometimes what happens. A shot goes bad, but then turns lucky, and I got a good roll out of it. So that made for a fun approach there at the end. So this is a ton of fun. I really enjoyed it, yeah.
That's awesome, man. I even got to throw like a tomahawk putt, and I think that's maybe the 3rd or 4th I've thrown this year. Like, I rarely have to throw that putt.
So, man, that's a great thing about super holes. So we were talking about it, it gets you out of what is normal and gets you to thinking about different shots and different ways and stuff, and so I really love them.
But yeah, man, I had a blast. Yeah, thanks for being on the channel.
Absolutely. It was great, man. It was awesome.
So that was Super Hole Sunday for this year's Vlogmas. Don't forget to come back tomorrow for another episode, and here's a playlist that's going to have all the episodes of Vlogmas so far. Have a great day. Stay in the fairway, guys, and merry, happy Vlogmas. Let's go find some heat.